for it.
You should really get the Ed McMahon doing that with Johnny Carson.
Oh yeah,
You could probably find that.
Yeah, probably.
That's some homework for you.
I'll look for it.
Okay, I got a quick one. My wife and I have the secret to making a marriage last. Take notes. 2 times a week, we go to a nice fancy restaurant, have a little wine and good food. She goes on Tuesdays, I go on Fridays.
Oh my God, you've got a 2-pager coming up.
Oh yeah, that's a long one, but it's good.
Brace yourselves. This is supposed to be the one that's going to launch your career.
Yep, doctor said, Joe, the good news is I can cure your headaches. The bad news is it's going to require castration. You have a very rare condition which causes your testicles to press up against the base of your spine, and the pressure creates one heck of a headache. The only way to relieve the pressure is to remove them. Joe was shocked. He was depressed. Wonder if he had anything to live for. Couldn't concentrate long enough to answer, but he decided he had no choice. The headaches were killing him. He had to go under the knife. When he left the hospital, he didn't have a headache for the first time in 20 years. But he felt like he was missing an important part of himself. As he walked down the street, he realized that he felt like a different person. He could make a new beginning, live a new life. He walked by a men's clothing store and said, "That's what I need, a new suit." He entered the shop and told the salesman, "I'd like a new suit." The elderly tailor eyed him up briefly and said, let's see, size 44 long. Joe laughed. "That's right, how'd you know?" Been in business 60 years. Joe tried on the suit and it fit perfectly. He admired himself in the mirror and the salesman said, "How about a new shirt?" Joe said, "Sure." Salesman eyed him up and said, 34 sleeves, 16 and a half neck. "Yeah, well, how did you know that?" Been in business 60 years. Joe tried on the shirt. It fit perfectly. As Joe adjusted the collar in the mirror, the salesman says, "Well, how about a pair of new shoes?" He was on a roll. "Sure." Salesman looked at his feet. 9.5 D. Joe was astonished. "That's right. How did you know?" "Been in business 60 years. Joe tried on the shoes and they fit perfectly. He walked comfortably around the shop and the salesman said, "Well, how about some new underwear?" Joe thought for a second. "Sure." Salesman stepped back, looked at his waist, said, "Size 36. Joe says, "Ha ha, gotcha. I've worn size 34 since I was 18 years old. The salesman shook his head. No, you can't wear a size 34. 34 underwear would press your testicles up against the base of your spine and give you one hell of a headache. Defibrillator, quick.
Wow.